I have a feeling that the men are not going to like this.
Don't touch me.
But I've got to make fun of someone, otherwise I'll combust into a million little pieces. And today, we'll be learning what the fuck a Sigma male is. My name is Tara Mooney, and this is the only channel on YouTube where all videos are written and produced by a cow. Unfortunately, she couldn't be in this video today, but if you like and subscribe, she might appear in the next one. Now let's find out who's the alpha out of the two of us, and who is the Sigma. So I became aware of this tomfoolery because of Twitter. I don't tweet very much, but I do like to observe. If you're a social anthropologist, you've got to have Twitter. And I came across the 5 male archetypes, the social and sexual hierarchy. Social status is strongly correlated with sexual success in the totally unfair winner-takes-all sexual market. I like where this is going. So at the top, as you might have guessed, the alpha, the self-assured leader of men whose swagger and aloofness makes him very successful with women. And then, which we'll be addressing in more detail in this video, the Sigma, the lone wolf antithesis of the alpha, defies placement in the social hierarchy and yet is successful with women, but he's still in the social hierarchy, or whatever this bullshit is. Beta, the worker bees of society. Women will tolerate them if they have ample resources, otherwise they are discarded. And the little person they used has a mask on and what it looks like a stethoscope. So he's a doctor or a nurse or some kind of medical professional. So the men that, do good things for society, like doctors, nurses, teachers, they're beta. Gamma. Gammas are bitter or clueless about women. Often, they can't grasp red pill concepts and check out of the mating game. And then right at the bottom, which is a guy in a chair with a laptop, I'm guessing they're referring to the whole guy in the basement trope. The hopeless. Omegas are correlated with violent outbursts like shooting sprees because of their total rejection by women. Wow, this is pretty damning, isn't it? Now, I came across a video so I could learn more about what this Sigma male guy is.
In this game that we call life, there are different types of men, and one of the rarest types out there is the Sigma man. And there's one really effective way to know once and for all if this is truly your archetype, and once you know the truth, you will be able to unlock your true abilities and a level of confidence that you never even knew that you had. But why do we need to know what type of guy we are? What is the purpose of aligning with a certain character?
Oh god, homie is being a Sigma male while being dominated by these sound effects. He's being cooked by them. Though I suppose I'm not one to talk with the shitty audio in my videos.
Now, one of the most annoying dogs by far is the Chihuahua.
Why you gotta do Chihuahuas dirty like that?
Now, one of the most annoying dogs by far is the Chihuahua. With an average height of no more than 1 foot, these little dogs simply don't have the bulk to back up most of the threats that they make. Yet they still continue to make them over and over and over again. Now, if you look at a large dog, such as a pit bull or a German shepherd, and watch how they act around a small dog, it is always the same outcome. The little dog will constantly try to challenge the big dog, despite the fact that the big dog is several times his size.
You know what? Chihuahuas get such a bad rap. Siggy's best friend is a Chihuahua, and she is a sweet, perfect little angel. She never barks. She's so noble that she volunteers at children's hospitals and cuddles the kids in palliative care. Can this dog say that for himself? Can most humans say that for themselves? End Chihuahua slander. Anyway, where were we?
And what ends up happening in pretty much every situation is that the big dog reacts with silence and patience rather than aggressive barking. And the reason for this is because the big dog knows that he could put the small dog out in seconds without much effort at all. And with this strength comes an incredible level of power and confidence.
So basically, Sigma males don't need to prove themselves, and the alphas are yappy little dogs. I thought the in thing was to be an alpha, but I can't keep up. The trends change so quickly, don't they?
But what if you stopped trying to prove yourself to everyone around you? What if you decided that the only person that you need to prove yourself to is yourself? And at the end of the day, the only person a Sigma male ever feels the need to prove himself to is himself. The difference between the Sigma male is that he knows.
Oh my god, these sound effects are annoying. You have the cheek to condemn chihuahuas for being unnecessarily loud, but you're not one to talk with this audio.
Is that he knows.
So first impression, this all sounds like a bit of fluff, really. I might lose some of you, but I'm not into the whole archetypes of people, even personality types. I even think we talk about the whole introvert-extrovert thing too much. So the next video I found, alpha male versus sigma male, 14 differences.
Alpha men don't need much stimulation when they are in a group before they can be active. This is unlike sigma men, who naturally require extra stimulation.
Ah, so sigmas need more stimulation. Like in the brain, like a border collie.
If you are familiar with male personalities, you will know that there are generally two types of guys. First, there are the beta males. These are the guys who tend to be more submissive while they take orders. They are generally mediocre and are low in the dominance hierarchy. Also, they don't get many women. Then there are the alpha males, who are in the top 20%. They are the ones who give orders, succeed at what they do, and make things happen in society.
Okay, so I just have a little theory I want to throw out there. Was the sigma male just made up by guys who were bitter that they weren't alpha?
But there is a third type of man that many don't know about. They are the sigma males.
New male just dropped. So this video goes through what an alpha male is in excruciating detail, and then what a sigma male is, and how they differ. And basically, in short, sigmas have the same qualities as alpha males, but they're like the introverted version, and they don't feel the need to prove themselves.
Authentic sigma males are not predictable. Unlike the alpha males, they do not seek social acceptance or laurels. Several sigmas prefer to blend into the background and watch the absurdity of society in a bemused manner.
They're so quirky. They're not like other guys.
In fact, alphas usually hate sigmas once they are recognized, maybe because the alpha knows that the sigma sees right through the silly social game he is trying to play.
Oh, and alphas hate sigmas because they're jealous.
For example, an alpha male is highly extroverted, and it is not hard to miss that they are. Furthermore, people energize him, unlike the sigma male, who might find interaction with people super exhausting.
So yeah, alpha, extrovert, sigma, introvert. Ugh.
An alpha male has strong natural leadership skills, and so does a sigma male. The difference is just that while an alpha male might want to always flex that ability, a sigma does not care.
And the sigma is just too cool to care. Cool as a cucumber, baby. And he's like an alpha with his cucumber, but he just doesn't brag about it. And after going through how great a sigma is, this guy brings up that he has a 30 days to alpha male course.
Before I go, just enough time to tell you that somewhere, hidden in this video, is a secret emoji. The first 3 guys that find it and send the exact time and location will get the brand new 30 Days to Alpha course for free.
Don't know what the hell that entails. Maybe I need that, because I am a beta. I mean, I'm not even a beta male. I'm just not male. I'm very bad at this. Now that we sort of know what a sigma male is, how do we become one? Let's find out. How to become a sigma male. Rarest male type. And the top comment is, this is just astrology for insecure dudes.
Sigma males are a rare breed of men and are arguably the most appealing to the ladies.
The ladies. The ladies. So the heteros have the audacity to complain that we're making up 72 genders, and then they come up with this shit.
You must have heard about the manful alpha male every dude seriously wants to be like. And there is the beta, delta, omega males that are considered less manly to the dominant alphas in the hierarchy of male personality types. But have you heard about the excitingly mysterious sigma males?
Is it just me that thinks an actual sigma, as they describe, would not watch videos like this?
It drives them crazy when they're subjected to social expectations and norms. It might be fine for other people, but it is not how you should be. To be a sigma male, don't get too comfortable when others spell things out for you about your life.
Okay, one more video. Let's find out if I'm a sigma male.
The sigma male is the rarest of the 3 male archetypes. Society has a rigid list of male expectations, created by alphas and idealized by betas. But sigma males discover their own path. They create their own definition of what's attractive, cool, and confident.
Now, I have to disagree. Sigmas aren't rare, because loads of comments on this video say, oh hey, that's me. It's not like that this is all just confirmation bias.
Sigma males don't create fads or follow them. You'll never see them wearing something popular or trendy, because Sigma males don't care what society likes or dislikes. A Sigma male does not advertise their accomplishments. Many people talk about their passions to earn the approval of others. They tell people about their successes because telling someone gives them a little ego boost. But Sigma males don't want or need outside approval.
So because this is like the alpha but cooler, everyone who watches this is like,
Oh yeah, that's totally me.
this comment cracks me up. I don't need wealth to measure my self-worth. Wow. Hot take there, RGV. I've never heard that one before. It's almost as if people who say that don't have to worry about money in order to survive, and instead recite cliches. There's a spiritual aspect to the Sigma being.
We're just on another level.
We're lone wolves. You'd get eaten by a wolf. Not so tough now, are you?
The outlier. There's plenty of information circling about alpha males and beta males, but many people struggle to place themselves in either category.
Yeah, maybe because people aren't archetypes. Also, who's gonna willingly admit they're beta? If you're not alpha, you're just gonna say you're a sigma. Well, let's be honest. You're probably a beta, or maybe even a gamma, or God forbid, an omega. So yeah, that's the latest silliness going on with some of the men. Not all men. On the pickup artist video, I got some very angry comments about how I hate men. But never did I say in the video that all men were pickup artists, so don't really understand that. Anyways, in some exciting news, look what arrived. Ta-da! This wouldn't have been possible without you, so thank you to each and every one of my subscriptions. I cannot thank you enough for all the support. These last few months have been absolutely surreal. Oh, and as you may have noticed, I'm filming in a different room, so let me know if you think the audio is better in here. That being said, I had to use my less good mic today, so maybe it won't be that much better. I know my audio leaves more to be desired, so I'm working on it, don't worry. But yeah, thank you for watching. The cow sends her love. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Beta. Do you remember Jesse Lee Peterson?
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta!
Oh, maybe I should do a video on him. I mean, he's an icon.
Are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head? Beta!
I am no. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Beta.
Beta!